Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Sam McKelvey with Gym City Movement. Welcome.
Thanks, Ashley. It's great to be here.
So Gym City Movement, brand new.
Yes.
Brand new baby company. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
What is it and why bring it to Quincy?
All right. Well, it is a movement space. We offer group fitness classes, stretch therapy, and personal training.
Okay.
And I really wanted to open a space in Quincy focused on body neutrality and creating a comfortable space where everyone from beginners to long-time fitness gurus could come move their bodies together.
Perfect. Now, body neutrality, that sounds like a beautiful phrase. What does it mean?
It's something that I've really embraced. It just means we don't explicitly focus on body aesthetics or the need to change our body in this space.
Okay.
That might be what some people's goals are that come see me, and that's great. That's fine. But I think for a long time we've been told that we either need to shrink our waists and build our muscles big, and
Right.
That's definitely not possible for everyone and not what everyone wants. So it's more focused on showing up, building community, and not so much on the aesthetics or weight loss. And kind of on the other side of the coin, there's the body positivity movement,
Sure.
which is really about, radical self-acceptance of your body, whereas we might not ever love every wrinkle and
I was going to
mole on
say,
our
is that
body.
attainable? Because
Right.
if it is, I'm definitely signing up for Gym City Movement. Yeah.
Yes, I think full body acceptance is really hard.
Yeah.
And so Gym City Movement is really about accepting that, like, hey, we live in this meat suit every day.
Yes.
My meat suit feels better when I move it.
Right.
With people I like. It makes me feel happier and healthier when I show up for my body in that way.
I love
So,
it. Yeah. So not necessarily trying to change the shape of your meat suit, as you so
Right.
lovingly put it, but just doing something that's good for you and that makes you feel good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is really, really cool. Now, obviously, still kind of in infancy stages, but it sounds like with this mission, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
Now, are you a membership-based or a pay-as-you-go type of service? Or
I really want to make it accessible for everyone.
Okay.
So it's actually a sliding scale. You can pay per class, you can buy class packages, you can buy a membership if you think you're going to be coming several times a week.
Okay.
The personal training, you typically pay as you go, as with the stretch therapy, you pay per session.
Okay, so now if I show up, is there a typical class? Is there something that that I would want to sign up for if I'm looking to do X, Y, or Z? Or is it just a whole, slew of different courses that you take as you wish?
It's a slew because I love all kinds of different movement and
Sure.
I love teaching all kinds of different movement. So we have strength classes, we have classes for older adults focused more on balance and stability. We have mobility classes, we have dance and Zumba classes.
Fun.
So it is really about offering something for everyone.
Yeah.
And for those who want sort of a more individualized experience. I always say it's about joyful group fitness classes. So we do the movements that we like, we
Right.
do the workouts that we like, and that's
Okay.
why I try to make it very joyful. It is about intentional personal training. So with my personal training, I really see the person as a whole. And try to understand that this person has a history.
Yeah.
This person has a history with food. This person has a history with their body. And there are a lot of things I could say or do that make this a really positive or really negative experience
Sure.
based on that. So not only that sort of emotional, mental side of movement, but also really deeply understanding that we all have muscle imbalances that need to be addressed. We all might have injuries, and we all have very different goals when we come
Right.
in for personal training.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
then the stretch therapy is really meant to just be very restorative for folks. So it's assisted stretching. So you come in, you lie on a table. Instead of getting a massage, I help you stretch.
Okay.
And that can help improve performance if you're an athlete. It can help relieve pain if you're feeling really tight, and just help with faster recovery if you're a runner or a different kind of athlete.
Okay, you just perked my ears up. I have a 15-year-old who's in volleyball, and personal training is one thing, but just making sure that she's getting the right stretches, I think that's
Right.
really important, and maybe
Yeah.
something that's not being focused on enough, when they're practicing or warming up. So very, very cool. Obviously, anything that has to do with our bodies can tend to be intimidating, but
Right.
you've recently shown up on my algorithm in the timing is just wild, but I have been looking at different exercises that, I'm not in super great shape. So what can I do to kind of change some of the things, but also baby step my way into the world of fitness, which I've been out of for quite some time. I don't mind saying that to you. But you have a Facebook page, right? And you are showing people how to do these different exercises. The one I came across, push-ups. Push-ups to me are impossible, and I know I'm not alone there, guys. So, but you show different variations. So like wall push-ups, using maybe like a table or a sink, right? So I started doing that. Way easier, but you can still feel it.
Right. Especially if you have good form. So
Yeah.
when I show those modifications, I try to really show how to keep that great form while you do those modifications, so you're still really getting the benefits.
Right. Okay, so obviously very smart. I love the mission behind your business. Are you certified?
Yes.
Okay.
So I love certification. I probably have too many.
Okay, good.
I'm
Hey,
probably
that's good
gonna
to know.
forget some. I've been a certified personal trainer since 2019. So right before COVID, and I did online personal training for several years.
Okay.
Loved it. I've kind of gone back and forth the last few years between making this my side hustle and my main thing.
Sure.
So, certified personal trainer, certified corrective exercise specialist, certified in assisted stretch therapy, certified Zumba.
I see you searching for all these
I know.
certifications.
Certified
I love it.
mobility.
Yeah.
So these are things that I all love, and somebody needs to tell me how to do them. So
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
certified in
Somebody
in
has to
basically
teach you.
everything I do.
Yeah, so you can teach the rest of us, because obviously it is very intricate business when we're talking about the body and abilities, and
Yes.
everybody's different. But hey, I think this is phenomenal. I love the body neutrality. I love the idea of just doing something that feels good, that is good for you.
Yes.
And not necessarily trying to whittle that waist in, because obviously after we reach a certain age, my age, it gets a little harder, right?
Yes.
But it still is good to move, especially for your mental health, which I think is really
Absolutely.
important. So,
and we want to move and not be intimidated,
Yes.
which is why I offer all those modifications, which is something I think really makes Gem City Movement different.
Right.
So it is all the group fitness classes are very modifications forward. They're small sized classes, so I really know my students and sort
Yeah.
of when they need support and when they need even different equipment. I
Sure.
have a person in my mobility class who likes to use a bench to get up and down. The mobility class
Sure.
that I teach in the mornings is a lot of up and down off the floor. I noticed she was in the back and the bench was in the front yesterday.
Yeah.
And so
you're like, this will never work.
I just moved it. I didn't want
Yeah.
her to feel like she had to come up and get it and
Sure.
disrupt class. But just knowing like, hey, it's the middle of class, but I'm just gonna move that to the back.
Yes.
You know?
I love it. Observing and helping. That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously I found you, or you found me rather, on social media. Now, where would people go if they want to learn a little bit more about Gem City Movement?
We're on all the social medias, but also just gemcitymovement.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Class
And then-
schedule is there. Ways
Okay.
to book stretch sessions and personal training are there as well.
Perfect. And you're located where?
8th and State,
Okay.
right on the corner.
And then as far as hours, I'm sure they vary based on who you have coming into the studio
That's
and what
right.
classes you take or what classes are taking place. So if you have if you have questions about class times, what's available, how Gem City Movement can help you, reach out to Sam. This sounds like it's going to be a great addition to our community. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate you
you.
coming on. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. All right, guys, coming up next, I sit down with Don O'Brien. We're talking e-signature scams. What's that? Let's find out. Stay tuned.
Don't settle for another boring lunch.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice cold beer. And Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Jackpot Maggie's brings the spirit of Las Vegas to Quincy. Relax, have a drink, and try your luck on the machines. Jackpot Maggie's brings real Vegas fun home. A clean, comfortable atmosphere and a great location at 1515 South 12th. Jackpot Maggie's is full of games, friendly service, and drinks that won't break the bank. Are you ready for some Q Vegas action? Jackpot Maggie's is ready. It's a doggone good time.
And welcome back. Joining me now, my pal D.O.B. with the BBB. How are you, Don O'Brien with the Better Business Bureau?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you doing?
I'm good. So let's talk e-signatures.
Yeah, it's a different topic. This is one that's kind of new.
It is. Yes, it's new in that we haven't really touched on it before, but I have gotten so many of these phishing emails. It's unreal.
Yes,
Yeah.
where they want you to do a virtual signature, or some of the popular ones. DocuSign is one that the scammers try to mimic. They're always trying to put themselves and attach themselves to legitimate companies.
Right.
And obviously, DocuSign's a great company. We do. I've done, I don't want to say hundreds, but plenty of DocuSigns before in my life.
Sure.
You probably do more, and this is one that touches you not only personally, but businesses need to be aware of this as well.
Corporations
probably
are
businesses
getting
even more so.
smacked with
Yeah,
these, yeah.
Probably businesses even more so than your personal accounts. Although I've gotten them in both. I've gotten them both in my work email and my regular personal email.
Yep.
Where they're going to say that, oh, we need you to sign this document. Please do it right away. And if you have any problems, call us at this number.
Yep.
And it may be, if you get anything out, the first sign of a red flag is that you've gotten this thing out of the blue.
Yeah, you're not sure what it's what it is.
Yes.
Why it's there.
Why am
who
I
would have
getting
sent
this?
It. Yeah, the first red flag.
Yes. And then what you need, so let's say you get it from a bank, because that's how I've always dealt with this in the past, is my bank. Usually I'm buying a house, or as it's house buys. I don't think I've ever had to do any of these with buying a vehicle. But let's say, they may say, oh, we have some documents for your recent home purchase. Well, I purchased my last home 5 years ago.
Right.
But I guess that's kind of recent, so maybe there's something that needs to be signed. I don't know. I still have a loan with the bank.
Did you call your bank?
That's what I need to do.
Yes.
Good job by you. Call the bank at a number, or call whoever you sent that to you at a number that you know is legitimate.
Yes.
Don't just say, oh, they've got 867-5309 on here. I'm going to call 867-5309
Yeah.
and see.
Can I tell you
who's on
something
there.
that happened recently to me that is right along this line?
Yes.
Okay, so someone who works with us here got hacked, and it was basically a DocuSign, but it was like, click this link, fill out all this personal information, and hit submit. Well, I thought that this was kind of fishy, so I responded back to the email and said, did you send this? Thinking,
Yeah, then it was going to go to the person.
it didn't. Guess who sent back? The hacker
the
sent
hacker.
back. Yes, I sent it. Then, still the
Yes.
flags were going off in my,
Yes.
the alarm bells were going off in my head. So I text this person
Mm-hmm.
and said, hey, did you send me a weird email asking for personal information?
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't me. I've been hacked. So many people have blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, and I'm not going to mention any names, somebody did click on this link and fill out this information. So I'm like, crap. It is so intricate though. And it's like, obviously that person was like, well, crap, now I've done it.
Yeah.
But it happens it can be so,
Yes, because you got that from someone who you thought you trusted.
Right.
Oh my gosh, this person who I know really needs my help.
Yes.
So sure, if they sent this to me, it's got to be legitimate.
it also looked very legit.
Yes.
I mean, they're getting so, the technology is getting scary good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So,
there's obviously AI is probably involved in that as
Yeah.
well. So, whenever we just want people to stop and. I say this every week, I think before you act.
Yeah.
If you think before you act, and whether it's this or anything in life, you're probably going to be pretty good. But some of us are, we're so busy doing our day-to-day,
Yep.
and you're like, oh my gosh, this person needs me right now. I don't really want to do this later. I'll just take care of them
Sure.
now. And that's when whoever respond to that, they've probably had to do some things.
yeah, I'm not sure if there have been like any weird things that they've, had follow up, but
Mm-hmm.
I anticipate, and correct me if I'm wrong, this was just a hacker's way of getting that information to sell it to somebody else that
Probably
now
so.
this person can probably expect an uptick in
Probably
spam
so.
calls.
And what that person, if they gave, let's say, I don't know what information they gave away, but again, we want you to, of anything, we want you to protect your social security numbers, and is the most important thing.
Right.
Don't ever give that out to anyone. And if for some reason you have unknowing or knowing, you just, let's say you gave it to someone without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
You can do what's called a credit freeze. You can freeze your social security
Yeah.
number, and that's going to stop. It's called a credit freeze. And when I talk to people about this, they're like, "Well, I can't use my credit cards anymore." No, you can use your existing lines of credit. What it does is stops people from, if they have your
Opening
birthday and
new
social security number,
lines.
open new lines
Yeah.
of credit, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden, Ashley Conrad has a new credit card in her number
Yeah.
in her name because she gave away her social security number.
And this could happen with these DocuSigns because ultimately that's what they're trying to get.
Yes,
Right?
yes, they're fishing for info.
Well, I will give my
Or they
friend
might
a
be
heads
putting
up.
spyware, malware, or something on
Sure.
your computer if you open those up too. So, it's never a bad idea to have your.
How do you know if you have spyware or malware?
Well,
on
you
your
don't.
computer?
That's just it. So that's if.
How do you get rid of it?
Well, you can go to there's plenty of companies here in town. Yeah, there's a couple companies in town you
That
can
you
go
clean
take
it up.
your stuff
Okay.
to. Or if you're a business thing, have your IT person look at it. Again, another tried and true or tested thing is never give anybody who you don't know remote access to your computer.
Sure,
A
yeah.
lot of older consumers fall victim to that.
That's the one my mom fell
So I would, I've got an IT person in our office in St. Louis, so I would tell him that, hey, can you zoom in or can you
Yeah.
look into my computer real quick to see if there's anything on it, and they can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
Well,
trust him and I know him.
Yeah.
That's why I would give him remote access.
Yes, and you contact him via a phone number that you know is
Yes.
his and not through email like I did.
Correct.
And then,
Yeah.
potentially.
So verification is big if you get
Yeah.
one of these. More often than not, these are going to be garbage and you can just delete them.
Yep.
And if you do have something that you need to sign, just make sure you review everything carefully before you sign it.
Sure. And if you're questioning if it's legit or not, obviously call the number of the person who supposedly, or business who sent it to you. And if you still aren't getting anywhere, call Don.
Yep.
He can help you.
Yeah, I can
kinda
figure it out for
decipher.
you. Everything we talked about, we just got some new guidance on this we just put out this week. So you can check that out at bbb.org. Or you can call me at 217-209-3972, and I can hook you up with any information and knowledge I might
All
have.
the 411. So
Yes.
yeah, beware. Don't sign unless you absolutely know that it's something that you should be signing. And yeah, beware also. Technology is ever evolving when it comes to scams.
And they're out there. I feel like the purveyor of doom when I come on here every week.
Well,
but
you know,
I just want you to be safe.
You could look at it that way, or you could look at it like you are, you're the hero without a cape who's trying to keep us all safe from these scams. You're scam man.
I'll take that.
Anti-scam man.
Anti-scam
There we
man,
go,
yeah.
anti-scam man. All right, well, Don O'Brien, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on. One more time with the website for people who want more information on this.
Check us out at bbb.org. O-R-G.
O-R-G. There you go. Thanks so much, guys. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club.